Shalom. Allah start out by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushua, Bahashim, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone. Citations to the Philets pushing his truth across the four corners of the earth, our faith, truth, and sincerity. Alright, it's the brother. I'm gonna want to buy from the Birmingham Camp, Alabama GMS. We can just send this going to just about how this devil Esau Edomite, man. This devil think that he gonna get away from all his atrocities and lies and rape and murder, things that he had put out there, setting up traps and, especially against the nation of Israel, Israelites, so-called Negro, Latino natives, and so, I know he think he'll get away. He ain't gonna get away. The things that you put forth out, in the earth, it's gonna come back upon you, So this devil Esau Edomite, so-called white man, red man, your destruction is at hand. It's coming, man. You think that your king, your kingdom is secure, whatever like that. But not knowing the Lord Yahushua finna bring His wrath and destruction upon it. And that's why the men of the Lord, from the apostle, elder, brother, great millstone, constantly tell you Edomites, and now I'm talking about in the elites of Esau Edomites, telling you that your kingdom, your wicked kingdom is going down, man. The Lord Yahushua finna bring it down and destroy it, But let's start with Psalm 7:15. He made a pit and did it, and is falling into the ditch which He made. So this devil Esau Edomite, so-called red man, he made a pit and did it. This devil, he he made a pit, set up a pit, set something up, a trap, especially for starting with the so-called Negro, Latino, Native Israelites, he's setting up traps, get Israel, to keep Israel down, to keep Israel from, Israel, so-called Negro, Latino natives, from, rising up, and mainly, from coming to this truth. But they couldn't stop that because the men of the Lord from the apostles, starting with Abba Bibbins, and King Mashah, Ariel and down, through Spirit Power Yahushua, came out with this truth, and these devils try to keep Israel down. They made a pit, did it, and not knowing the pit they made, it's gonna come back on them, man, for their unrighteous, dealings. They underhanded, doing all this wickedness and so forth with the Lord Yahushua sees. Set up this system, to keep so-called Negro, Latino, Israelites down and so forth. And then, like I said, they came into power by way of violence, and that's how their kingdom gonna go out. But they like I said, the same pit they dug, they gonna fall into it. They gonna fall into the ditch, which they made. They gonna fall into that, man. For example, how you could set up a trap for somebody to fall in, fall in a hole, by not knowing that you set your own self up. Like, you could be not running, somebody, you might be running from somebody, or running from something or whatever it may be. Let's say like you in the woods, you set the trap up, but then you running from something, where it may be, and you end up falling in your own trap. That's what the so-called white man, that's what the Lord Yahweh trying to bring to the so-called white man. You set up this, this system, and so forth, and you got your kingdom by violence, and you set the system up to keep the so-called Negro, Latino natives down, setting up traps and so forth. Not knowing you setting up, and not knowing the traps that you laid, the pit that you dug and made is gonna come back. You're gonna fall right into it. You know, you got, like I said, you got your kingdom by way of, you got your rulership by way of war. You know, that violence that you put out on the earth gonna come back on you. You know, that's why you got these other nations rising up. You know, saying we got missiles as well. You know, China, you know, Russia. You know, Russia, those are Edomites, but like I said, you got your own people rising up. You know, Esau. You know, Esau against Esau. You know, the devil kingdom. You know, it's you know, Satan divided against Satan. You know, and how can a house, you know, how can a house stand, you know, if it's divided? So you got that, like, so you got Russia, China, you know, you got Iran and so forth. You know, these different countries, you know, saying, hey, we got a nuclear arsenal. You know, we ain't scared to shoot it at America, and that's gonna happen, man. You know, America, this great whore, America by great, gonna get it, man. Gonna get the greatest destruction ever to come upon a country, man. You know, but go from there. Psalm 7:16, his mischief shall return upon his own head, and his violent dealing shall come down upon his own pate. So his mischief gonna return upon his own head. So like I said, you know, all the wicked, violent things that the so-called Esau Edomites done to the so-called Negro, Latino, and Israelites, you know, to the chosen people of the Lord, it's gonna come back on him, you know, and to the earth and to the world, you know, the things that he done, it's gonna come back on him, man. You know, you're not gonna get away. You devils, you so-called white people, starting the least Esau Edomites, you know, you're not gonna get away, you know, cause you know they be the ones setting up, find ways to set up going to war with countries and get resources out of different countries and so forth. You know, setting up a lot of deception so they could go into a country, you know, and get their goods. You know, start a war campaign so they can go in those countries and take their resources. You know, they ain't finna do it diplomatic. They ain't finna sit at the table like they know, can we get a percentage of this or that? No, these devils greedy, man. They are the leeches of the earth. They can't get enough, so they want it all to themselves. But not knowing that, you know, what they doing, the Lord Yahweh sees it. You know, all the violent dealings you done, so forth and all that, it's gonna come back on you. It's gonna come back on you hard. You know, that, like I said, that great destruction by way of the fire or the thermal missiles. You know, when Lord Yahweh returns, the chariots took out UFOs as well. So from there, I'm gonna go to Galatians 6 and 7. Be not deceived. The Most High is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. So be not deceived, you know. For the Most High is not mocked, man, you know. So whatever a man soweth, whatever man soweth, that shall he also reap. So, so the Most High, like say, he know what you dealt with Esau Edomites done. You know, you put all this violence, you know, lies and deception on earth. But like I said, you put this violence out there, this violence, all that violence gonna come back on you. It's gonna come back hard, man. You know, and rightfully so. You devils, man. You just out of control, wicked, man. But hey, you know, you were set up to be the wicked. And I said, Lord Yahweh, you know, he's gonna bring you down hard. You know, you proud so-called white people, red people, you devils, man. Edomites. So from there, go Revelation 18:21. And a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone, and cast it into the sea, saying, thus with violence shall the great city be, shall that great city Babylon be thrown down, and shall be found no more at all. So yeah, so that mighty angel, man, you know, took a stone like a great millstone, you know, and cast it into the sea. So, you know, and thus with violence, you know, the great city of Babylon. So the violence, you know, say with great violence, you know, thus with violence, it's gonna come down upon the great city of Babylon. And the Lord Yahweh gonna, you know, you know, it ain't gonna be, you know, by the Lord Yahweh ain't gonna be found no more once he returns and bring his wrath and destruction upon his wicked kingdom, man. You know, like I say, by great violence, no, with the violence. You devil Esau, you must came in power by way of violence. That's how they going out. By, you know, great violence, hard, you know, hard, great destruction, you know, by the Lord Yahweh Shah. And ain't gonna be none like it. You know, this war of destruction ain't gonna be none like the wars in the past. This is gonna be a, you know, crucial destruction. You know, they're gonna come to America, Babylon the Great, into the world, into Esau Edomite's world. You know, to this wicked kingdom. So it ain't gonna be found no more, man. Like I said, America, Babylon the Great gonna be a desert. Gonna have other countries, you know, getting hit with missiles. You know, by that fire of the Lord, by the fire wrath of the Lord Yahweh Shah. You know, but like I said, America, Babylon the Great. This right here, this horror right here, ain't gonna be found no more, man. Ain't nothing gonna be left. Nothing. It's gonna be nothing but a desert. Ain't gonna be nothing but a laid waste place of nothing but wild beast, you know. It's gonna dwell here. But see from there, I'll go to end it off with Joel 23. When he is about to fill his belly, the Most High shall cast the fear of his wrath upon him, and shall rain upon him while he's eating. So yeah, when the Lord Yahweh Shah, you know, when he about to fill his belly, you know, which that word belly right there means, you know, his mind, you know, in his mind, you know, when he about to fill his new world order agenda, his NWO agenda, you know, the Most High gonna, you know, cast his fear of wrath upon him, and gonna rain upon him by way of the thumb missiles, you know. Now the chariots so-called UFOs, but like I said, the thumb missiles are gonna be, that's that rain. That's gonna be that strange rain gonna come down upon, you know, America, Babylon the Great, you know, upon this wicked kingdom, while he's eating, you know, while he's, you know, think it's all good, you know, he comfortable, not knowing that destruction's gonna be, you know, the missiles gonna come right towards this wicked kingdom, Esau, wicked kingdom, America, you know, this wicked place, America, Babylon the Great, man. You know, different countries, parts of countries, but gonna get hit with missiles, but this place right here, America, Babylon the Great, gonna get it, man. You know, the Lord Yahweh Shah gonna send those missiles, those 200 million missiles, gonna be shot towards America, Babylon the Great. And in the chariots so-called UFOs gonna put fire to this place as well. But like I said, the thumb missiles gonna be what going to wipe out this place, America, Babylon the Great, and this wicked kingdom, Esau Edomite's kingdom, man. You know. So with that, I didn't want to make this too long. So again, I'd like all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Kakadash, to the apostles, elders, to the sister brothers, to the free Aqua sisters that do listen, keep the faith, and Yahushua, find me that say shalom.